I point all this out because I want you to understand the value of short sellers to this market. I thought Hindenburg flashed enough red flags that you had to question everything, including whether the investors and partners like GM, even like Bosch, had really, up at Value Act, had really done their due diligence before getting into bed with someone like Trevor Milton. Did they know Nikola didn't own much intellectual property? Did they realize the company's hydrogen technology might not be all it's cracked up to be? Do they still think it is? For example, did Mary Barra, the CEO of GM, who stood by Nikola throughout this whole ordeal, already know about the bogus truck video, or did it take her by surprise? Come on, Mary. Maybe this deal was worth it to GM simply for the electric vehicle credits and to boost their percentage of all energy vehicles, but it sure doesn't look good to me. I'd like to know what Bosch is thinking, okay? I'd like to know. They're on the board. Now, I'm not saying that shorts like Hindenburg are always right, although they certainly nailed Nikola, especially with Trevor Milton stepping down yesterday. Sometimes I think these guys are wrong. For example, I like J2 Global, a company they targeted. I think it's dirt cheap. I read through the short piece on growth generation, the tractor supply for the marijuana industry, and while there's some real issues, I still think it's a good story. But when a short seller highlights some major red flags, you got to take it seriously. Even if you ultimately think that they're wrong, you have to contend with their arguments. In the case of Nikola, the bear case was overwhelming, and I am glad Hindenburg went after them. Oh, and even though the stock bounced today on the Milton resignation, I don't like it.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on Twitter. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadTweets. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.